Das roch mir nach einem Foul an Konrad Leimer. Jetzt gibt es den Pfiff. Einer, der sich durch jede Minute durchbeißt. Konrad Leimer. Eine von Minute durchbeißt. Der Erfolg hat viele Facetten, trägt viele Namen. Trägt sie der Flow auch über dieses Spiel hinweg? Das ist die Frage. Es steht ja zur Debatte der Startrekord oder der nächste Startrekord. In diesem Fall wäre es einer, der auf die Bundesliga bezogen ist. 10 Spiele, 10 Siege. Das hat er erst zuletzt unter Pep Guardiola gegeben. Saison 2015-16. Xabi Alonso, damals noch Strippenzieher im zentralen Mittelfeld. Und damals noch dabei der junge Kimmich, Manuel Neuer natürlich. Ansonsten hat es schon sehr viel getan. Serge Gnabry, der jetzt ein bisschen mehr am Spiel teilnimmt. Hier der Versuch auf Stanisic zu kommen im Laufduell. Dann allerdings das Offensivfoul gepfiffen von Florian Exner. So, das ist nochmal die Szene von vorhin. Da fällt Konrad Leimer der Ball auf die Hand. Er wird allerdings von Khedira zuvor bedrängt. Hier ganz gut zu sehen, dass Harry Kane ihn da reingeschoben hatte. Also für mich kein strafbares Handspiel. Das mal allen voran, weil überhaupt keine Aktion zum Ball erkennbar ist. In Summe eine unglückliche Szene. Aus Köln auch keine Einwände. Und ich kann das nachvollziehen. Ob es jetzt wirklich ein Foul war, das muss man dann nochmal neu bewerten, wenn man sieht, dass Harry Kane eigentlich derjenige war, der Khedira schob. Aber das soll jetzt auch nicht die ganz große Sache sein hier. Oh, da wird was gehen für Burn. Upamecano nur für einen Moment dabei. Ein kurzer Stellungsfehler. Problem selbst behoben. Dann doch wieder in Trainingskluft. Bleiben. Die ersten 10 Minuten dieser zweiten Hälfte sind absolviert. Bislang noch kein Torschuss. In Durchgang 2. Das ist ein ganz klassischer Schäfer. Arm angelegt und dann pflückt er rein in den Laufweg von Ulisse. Goretzka. Gnabry. Union auch hier sehr diszipliniert in der Rückwärtsbewegung. Und dann zweikampfstark über Khedira, der eine unglaubliche Präsenz ausstrahlt. Heute Nachmittag gegen den FC Bayern. Khedira. Diese Flanke. Und jetzt Union. Erste Chance in dieser zweiten Hälfte. Yannick Haberer. Haberer heute in seinem 249. Bundesligaspiel. Einer, der auch schon ganz lange im Geschäft ist. Aus Wangen im Allgäu kommt er. Eine Zeit lang in München gespielt. Dritte Liga, Unterhaching. Präzise ist ja ein Vorort von München. Sei es drum. Inzwischen hier auch ein echter Eckpfeiler der Mannschaft. Er ja auch derjenige, der das entscheidende Tor zur Rettung vor 1,5 Jahren erzielte. Als es nicht gut stand um Union Berlin. Was könnten beide Trainer eigentlich noch so verändern? Steffen Baumgart, also die ganz große Erfahrung offensiv, hat er nicht auf der Bank. Der könnte da noch kommen, vielleicht eine Premiere für Lubicic. Mal gucken, jetzt gibt es den ersten Wechsel auf der anderen Seite. Abgang Serge Gnabry, Auftritt des neu U21-Nationalspielers Lennart Kahr. Auch Lennart Kahr ja so ein Mosaikstein. Einer der Gründe dafür, warum es im Gesamtbild so gut passt beim FC Bayern. Mit seinen Einsätzen war jetzt vor der Saison auch nicht zwingend zu rechnen, aber er macht es hervorragend, ist torgefährlich. Und kommt jetzt vielleicht gleich zu seiner ersten Offensivaktion, eingeleitet von Ulisse. Fragezeichen. Da. Okay, Kimmich. Ulisse. Erstes dickes Ding für den FC Bayern in Durchgang 2, 60. Minute. Die letzten reagiert von Frédéric Renaud. Wenn man aufs Personal des FC Bayern guckt, Lennart Kahr ist ja schon reingekommen. Noch vieles denkbar. Niklas Jackson beispielsweise. Mit Dortmund wieder im Kader. David Daiber im Übrigen. Auch das sei erwähnt. Fantastischer Wendekreis. Unglaubliche Körperkoordination. Harry Kane. Dessen Entwicklung ja auch, also vielfach besprochen worden ist in den letzten Wochen und Monaten. Einer, der auch in diesem Fußballalter noch zur Weiterentwicklung in der Lage ist. Das ist das, was ihn unter anderem auszeichnet. Wo ist Diaz? Kimmich. Dann wieder Ulisse. Hansa mit dabei. Karl. Robust geblieben an der Stelle Tom Rote. Kedira. Dieser Ball versandet. Stundenmarke ist überschritten. Das ist jetzt das Spiel, also wie man es sich eigentlich im Vorfeld hätte ausmalen können. Mit viel Ballbesitz für den FC Bayern rund um den Strafraum. Mit wenig Platz für die Münchner sich durchzukombinieren, aber hier gelingt's. Und war das ein Handspiel? Das war zumindest die Reklamation. Es gibt zunächst einmal die Ecke. Goretzka hat Stanisic war's, hat er was erkannt und das zu deutlich gemacht. Gelb wegen Meckerns. Und ein Handspiel war es keinesfalls. Eckball Kimmich. Im Rücken der Abwehr lauert Luis Diaz mit Ulisse. Leimer. Der hat viel Platz. Läuft die 65. Minute eines, wie ich finde, wunderbaren Bundesligaspiels. Auch wenn es jetzt in der zweiten Hälfte noch ein wenig schwächelt. Es ist super spannend. Es ist eine tolle Dramaturgie. Es ist schön zu sehen, wie sich die Bayern mühen in diesem Spiel, wie sie mit sich und mit dem Gegner ringen. Aus dieser stressigen Woche kommend. Die Unioner, die ihre Mittel auf den Platz bringen. Und auch hier wieder um jeden Ball kämpfen. Rote. Querfeld war sauer, weil er ein Schäfer war. Weil er von hinten geschubst worden sein will. Lirum Larum. Nächster Einwurf. Auch atmosphärisch finde ich es klasse hier. Das ist Oldschool. Das ist Köpenick. Leimer. Auf der anderen Seite wäre Stanisic. Torschütze Diaz. In all den Jahren der Formel 1, der große Preis von Sao Paulo, der war immer mitentscheidend, manchmal sogar entscheidend. Ist es auch dieses Jahr? Die Antwort gibt es natürlich bei uns, bei Sky. Der große Preis von Brasilien. Ulisse zusammen mit Kane. Und was macht Leimer hier draus? Leimer. Lennart Kahn. Goretzka. Er hatte bislang noch keine auffällige Strafraumszene, nicht per Kopf und auch noch kein Abschluss aus der Distanz. Meiner Meinung nach Einwurf Bayern. bleibt allerdings der Ballbesitz für Union Berlin. Und dort wird es im Übrigen auch zum Wechsel kommen bei nächster Gelegenheit. Tal und das Comeback von Juranovic, wenn ich das richtig deute. Eine gute Aufteilung hier von Payne und Goretzka. Nichtsdestotrotz kommen die Bayern Richtung Strafraum mit Leimer. Stark von Tal. Ein richtig hartes Stück Arbeit für den FC Bayern. Sie gehen zum ersten Mal in dieser Saison in die letzten 25 Minuten ohne Führung. Sie müssen dieses Spiel heute spät auf die eigene Seite ziehen. Wenn Ihnen das denn gelingt. Jetzt erst einmal Gang Hansa. Gutes Spiel gemacht an seinem Geburtstag. Beinahe wäre er belohnt worden um ein Haar. Ah ja, nee, von wegen. Also Hansa ist nur ganz kurz zur Seitenlinie gekommen. Das ist der Tausch für Yannick Haberer. Juranovic kommt auf seiner Position und Kral im zentralen Mittelfeld für Kemmlein. Der kriegt immer mehr Spielanteile zuletzt. Alex Kral, er fuchst sich rein in diese Saison, in diese Mannschaft. Kemmlein viel geschuftet. Und endlich Josip Juranovic wieder auf dem Fußballplatz. Der hat zu Saisonbeginn gegen den VfB Stuttgart einen Mini-Einsatz gehabt. Seitdem raus, die Wade immer wieder. Ist er zu schnell zurückgekommen. Jetzt eine richtig lange Aufbaupause von Steffen Baumgart verordnet bekommen. Auf dass es jetzt besser läuft für den inzwischen 30-jährigen Kroaten. Der braucht dringend mal wieder eine längere, fitte Phase. Wahl gegen Olisse. Erster Zweikampf, das ist ja immer ganz wichtig, wenn man als Joker reinkommt. Wie gelingt die erste Aktion? Rote stehen lassen von Olisse. Da. Goretzka, Goretzka. Jetzt also. Leo Goretzka. Klasse gemacht. Okay. So lange versucht von Roting. So per Freistoß. Vielleicht die Chance für den FC Bayern. fantastisch, was Juranovic hier gleich in dieses Spiel bringt an Energie. Das war ein kombinierter 90-Meter-Sprint mit Halbbogen. Odisse. Goretzka. Er nimmt sich diesen Abschluss. Querfeld stand im Weg. Und nächster Anlauf. Upamecano. Gemis. Wir sind in der Phase des Spiels, in der es auch an die Kondition geht. Das ist dann immer mitbedeutend auch für die Konzentration. Potenziell wird es jetzt fehleranfälliger. Auch das ist ein Grund dafür, warum Steffen Baumgart nochmals frische Beine bringt. Ujung John wird kommen, dazu Tim Skarke. Hauptaufgabe wird sein, die Bayern in erster Linie anzulaufen, anzusprinten, um sie nicht ins Spiel nach vorne kommen zu lassen. Eine enorme läuferische Leistung bis hierhin von Union Berlin. Jetzt allerdings der Blick auf Olysee unsauber. Eine enorme läuferische Leistung. Wenn ich auf die Laufdaten gucke, sie sind bei 5 Kilometern mehr als der FC Bayern. Das ist absolut nachvollziehbar angesichts des dramatischen Programms, des dramatisch stressigen Programms, das die Münchner so absolvieren. Aber es unterstreicht den Fleiß und auch die körperliche Bereitschaft von Union Berlin, hier alles zu investieren. Stand jetzt gibt es dafür ein 1:1. Wie in der Vorsaison. Inzwischen die Schlussviertelstunde angebrochen. Ist Union Berlin die erste Mannschaft der Bundesliga, die den Münchnern zumindest ein Remis anknüpft. Endet hier die Siegesserie für den FC Bayern. Momente der Entlastung für Union Berlin. Und sogar ein Abschluss, wenngleich aus nahezu aussichtsloser Position. Elias Ansa. Bei den Bayern machen sich Pavlovic und Tom Rothe bereit, ins Spiel reinzukommen. Nach etwas längerer Zeit jetzt die Unterbrechung, erstmal der Wechsel auf Unionsseite. Das ist sogar ein Dreifachwechsel. Auch der Rekön wird kommen. Also, Hörk runter, Elias Ansa hat es hinter sich und auch Tom Rothe, wenn ich das richtig deute, schleppt sich raus. Es kommen zwei ehemalige Münchner gleich. Ujong Chong, Bayern Jugend und Bayern 2. Genauso wie Derek Köhn, auch der hat eine Münchner Vergangenheit. Plus Tim Skarke, der ehemalige Heidenheimer. Der ist wie gemacht dafür, die Bayern anzusprinten. Gegen den Ball ist er super stark. Es ist die pure Fleißarbeit für Union Berlin. Und wird es noch ein Arbeitssieg für Joshua Kimmich, dessen ungebrochener Ehrgeiz wird die Bayern antreiben. In diesem Fall ist er fast nicht sauber genug. Auf Leon Goretzka. Kimmich gegen Karl. Upamecano. Jetzt der Wechsel bei den Bayern. Alexander Pavlovic plus Bischof. Verschnauft Päuschen. Für den nahezu alles Spieler. Konrad Leimer. Auf der Goretzka-Position Pavlovic. Und Bischof übernimmt hinten rechts. Hinten links hat er ja schon einige Male gespielt. Vor allen Dingen wird er aber als Mittelfeldspieler gefordert sein. Über die Kraft gegen den eigenen Schweinehund. Mit dem Glauben an die Serie. In Zweifel mit der letzten Aktion. Eine Frage der unbedingten Winner-Mentalität, die sich den Bayern da stellt. Oder ist es im Zweifel halt doch mal nur ein Punkt auswärts in Köpenick. Bischof. Ganz stark Leopold Querfeld, auch hier Harry Kane abgemeldet. Khedira zusammen mit Skarke. Köhn, seine erste Aktion. Das Foulspiel und der Freistoß. Plus Gelb Olisse. Harry Kane völlig zu dominieren, das muss man auch erstmal hinkriegen. Das gelingt Leopold Querfeld in schöner Regelmäßigkeit in dieser Partie. Frisch im Spiel übernimmt er den ruhenden Ball. Josip Juranovic. Und den für Es ist ein Doppelschlag von Danilo Duki. Freistoß Juranovic. Abseits gucken wir meiner Meinung nach nicht. Harry Kane spielt diesen Ball unglücklich zu Danilo Duki. Es ist beim ersten Tor ein irdischer Moment von Manuel Neuer. Beim zweiten irrt Harry Kane. Er spielt hier die Vorlage für Danilo Duki. Der ist Matchwinner gegen Bielefeld. 2 Stück gegen Gladbach. Und jetzt 2 gegen Bayern. Das Ganze ungefähr 10 Minuten vor Schluss. Und jetzt geht es nicht mehr nur um den Punkt. Jetzt geht es gegen die Niederlage. Ein grandioser Samstag von und für Danilo Duki. Und das sind bebende Minuten an der alten Försterei. Am Dienstag haben die Bayern gezeigt, dass sie mit 10 Mann ein Floß noch sauber in den Hafen bekommen. Jetzt geht es um die Frage, können sie auch späte Tore? Meccano. Pavlovic. Wirklich klasse gespielt, abseits verdächtig. Warte, jetzt noch. Zur Rechnung.
To the channel, welcome back to Saeed T. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. 2-2 in the end, and we still can't beat Tottenham. When you look at the balance of play, that was a fair result. Neither side deserves anything from the game. I'll take more advert for the Premier League. Both times absolutely middle. Both teams dead. Dead food, bro. You get me? We didn't look like we wanted to win the game. They didn't look like they wanted to win the game. And in the end, it was a madness out of it. And then we went down to 10 men. Sefco came up and Dilly saved us in the end. I'm sorry. I'm still not happy that the ball is won. Yes, we got the draw. Yes, it's a point. But come on, guys, man. What was the plan of the game? It was just long ball, long ball, long ball. And I'm sorry. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Yes, the context of the game is a point, and we go smiling, happy. You know what I mean? We all go home. But bro, man, it was so bad. I've come all the way here, yeah. Mob says, I was like, yo, we're gonna have a good game, mate. We're gonna go and win. And then this. Oh, I have aged today, bro. I have aged today. Poor quality. Sefco should have buried his chances. Bruno, shocking. Defensively, we looked half decent until they did something. But bro, the quality of the game, bro, I'm just like, yes, it's a point, but we should be going in and winning, man. I look at this sort of game and I'm like, Tottenham was there for the taking today. But it seemed that we just had the handbrakes on. Second half, we offered nothing. Absolutely nothing in that second half. And Ruben Amorim, yes, he will look back at it and say, you know what, point gained. We will look back at it and say, you know what, maybe that point when we're down to 10 men might look good. But I'm just like, oh man, we had the win there. But then our game plan didn't deserve the win. It's a funny game. Then they were so bad, they didn't deserve anything. It was such an absolute clown off. It really, really was. Two teams clowning each other out, man. When we got the goal at the start, Brian Mbeumo, brilliant goal, lovely lofted ball over from Amma. We get the goal, and I'm thinking to myself, Tottenham are all over the place here. Can we kick on? Cool. We go into second half, it's 1-0. But the game plan absolutely stopped right there. No game plan at all. Absolutely none. We just sat back. We had one ball over the top from Amma into Bruno Fernandes. And it's something that we need to work on here. It seems to be that this Route 1 football has stopped us from playing. Our midfield presence is absolutely nothing. Bruno Fernandes had a shocking game. I need to know what Ruben Amorim is his base. Whatever. Is this what we're trying to do for the rest of the season? But I'm sorry, this will not work. This is not work for the rest of the season. Please pay attention. The result today in isolation was a positive in that we got a win, we got a draw in a game that looked like perfect. Okay, it's a positive point. In the grand scheme of things, we all watch football, we all love football. I'm sorry, the game left a lot to be desired. It really, really do. Because apart from Amma and maybe the Hornets, after that, let's be honest, even though they didn't really show us, nobody really performed. And Bruno quiet, Cunha quiet, not flattering. Casemiro was not effective. Amma maybe the only one that I thought to myself, you know what? He's doing something today in this game. Everyone else, it was poor. And we allowed this dead Tottenham team to take a point from us. They've got no Madison, no Kulusevski, no Kudus. Who else have they not got? Brother, they've not got Solanke. Brother, they are average at home. One win all season, bro. This is why I look at it in a different way. And maybe you don't might go mad at me. Maybe you don't might say what I'm saying. Maybe you're overreacting. I hear the point in isolation. I still think the performances here need to be a lot better. The game plan needs to be a lot better. Manchester United need to stop doing this long ball tactic because yeah, it can work. And yeah, you may gain the little differences here and there. But I don't think this is a suitable tactic from Ruben Amorim. I really, really don't. It's not a long-term tactic and it's not a sustainable chances. We weren't. I don't think we were brave enough. Our midfield presence is nothing. We didn't get forward enough. Come on, man. I just expected a little bit more, man. Yes, did it. Draw. We got the draw and did it. For me, after what was looking like a shaky ending, got himself the draw. Considering the fact that Sesko came up as well, he should have really bagged his chance as well. Sesko, come on, bro. I need more from that guy. Sesko, I'm defending you. Look at him take the shot first time. Can you actually take the shot first time, bro? Why does he hesitate when he's taking the shots, guys? Can someone explain that to me? Why is he hesitant when he's taking the shots? So I mean, he doesn't really, I don't really understand it. Take the shot first time, bro. But he didn't. Again, I'm just frustrated, bro, because I'm like, bro, I'm winning today with this massive, bro. Get us on the table. Now 2 draw back to back. Are we showing enough clinical nature? Are we showing enough clinical edge for Man United? Are we still relying on individual brilliance? That's the question I want to ask everyone. Is this Man United team based on individual brilliance? Because I don't see a team effort. I don't see a team performance that's creating patterns of play. I don't see a style that I can resonate, that you can resonate. Let's be honest. The long ball comes from Le Mans. It goes up the top. Then you get your little 50-50s there. And if you don't win them, you then back up. Like I said, in isolation, looks like a good point. But I think the style needs to be better. The style needs to be better. You've got better players. You're not having Garnacho. You don't have Hoyland. This is a better group of players. Ruben Amorim, play to their strengths, not to their weaknesses. Play to cut their strengths. There's a lot of players isolated. There's a lot of players who I think, for me personally, we can get the better out of them. We're not doing that, Ruben Amorim. We're not doing that. And I think for me, that is where the disappointment lies. They were all told me I'm using a gas in the boat. I don't know. It's probably fuming. But I just think we missed a trick today. A vulnerable Tottenham today. Does this point look like a positive point, knowing the circumstances we're in? Or do you look at it overall and be like, yo, let me stay clued on here. Let me stay stand up business. Did that performance fill you with confidence to be like, yo, we have a full team available? No one's injured that way. Only Lisandro. There's only one player that is injured from Manchester United. So we can't look towards injuries as an excuse. They've got a lot of injuries. They've got players missing. I want to big up Amma Diallo today, by the way. Amma Diallo today was the only player that had a bit of play. The only player that took a bit of risk. The only player that's willing to get the ball forward. The only player with any sort of imagination today and creativity. The only player for me that said, I'm going to risk it today. Big up Amma Diallo. Got the assist. And it nearly played into Brooklyn that he should have scored, bro. We need more players like Amma Diallo rising up, bro. The rest of them need to rise up in these big games. Because Amma Diallo, that's another positive performance from him for what was a slow start to the season. Big up Amma Diallo, because I can't lie to you, bro. Him and the only 2 today that I can look at and say, yo, you did your job today. You did what you needed to do. The rest of them, towards the end, the defense was shaky, midfield non-existent, attack, and boom, you got the goal. But apart from that, we didn't do anything. But again, it comes down to the style, guys. How is the style and what we're trying to do suitable for the players we have? That's what I want to ask you. Is the style that we've got suitable for the players we have? I'm not sure. It's a big conversation we have to have this season, bro. Because you can't be almost limiting yourself to these 1 or 2 chances. I'll be real with you. You can't be limiting yourself to these half little chances where the players have got to show individual brilliance. Sooner or later, that will dry out. We are still relying on that, bro. This team is still relying on individual brilliances to get you through games, bro. I need to see some coaching from Ruben Amorim. I need to see some tactics from Ruben Amorim. I need to see some in-game management from Ruben Amorim. I need to see that this team in the second half has this idea. We got the equaliser from Dilly, and brilliant. A point in that context looks good, but we need to show more. This team needs to show more. We haven't lost today, so there's no ran-in, there's no going mad. It's more frustration because I want to win. Winners win. I want to win. I'm not here to look back and say, well, we would have lost this game last season. We still haven't beaten this Tottenham team. It's not good enough. We still have not beaten this Tottenham team, bro. It needs to happen ASAP. I don't know when we play them next, FA Cup, whatever, next Premier League fixture. Tonight should have been revenge. I put my heart in this. I put my heart in this. I put my energy into this, bro. I said to myself, yo, we're winning this today. Are you mad? Hey, no, he ain't got nothing on us. You crazy? The substitutions, I'm not going to lie to you, didn't really do anything. Sesko, very, very poor cameo. Came off as well. Maguire had to come off. Mason Mount, poor. I mean, Ugarte, what are you doing, man? For the goals, right? Can we talk about the goals, by the way? Ugarte, forget Delete and the way that Tell got his shot away. Ugarte, you have to do better. Take the man down. Are you all right, bro? Take the brother down. What is he doing? What is Ugarte doing, bro? You meant take the yellow card. Nobody cares. Take the yellow card. Because literally nobody cares, bro. That would have enabled Udogie not to get on the outside. The Odegaard to do what he needs to do. Because we were too soft. Too soft. Oh, man. Game management. We need to be better, man. Like I said to you, we haven't lost today. You know what I mean? That's a positive. Another mob. You know, we haven't lost. That is a positive. Looking at the context of things, it's still a positive, a point. You get me? It's not a loss. We're not losing games. That's a good thing now. Unbeaten in 5 now. Again, I don't want to make it a big thing where we're celebrating, you know what I mean, this, because it should be a normality. Should be something that we should be doing. But okay, we haven't done that. But I just need to see a little bit more from this Man United team, because I just thought the game was so dead, bro. What a shocking advert for the Premier League. It really, really was a shocking advert for the Premier League, bro. Awful. Players not being able to pass the ball. Players not being able to do anything with the ball. It was terrible, bro. You get me? But I still think, for me, like, United have got to be able to have... And I look at this formation, right, and I look at this system, yeah, and I say to myself, we don't go through our midfield. We don't play through the wing-backs. We rely on 50-50 balls. We rely on little moments to kind of carry us. It's very, very... I don't know, man, but something is off, man. I still don't trust Ruben Amorim. I still don't trust the system. I will give credit where it's due, and I have done that. But I still don't trust this system to take us far, bro. You know what I mean? And we have to rely on Cunha and Bumo and Sesko and Amma to drag us. Individual brilliance is what's taking us in this team, bro. And I'm not liking it, bro. I really, I'm not liking that direction, bro. Because what if they don't turn up? What happens then? We've got Everton at home in a couple of weeks. They'll frustrate us. And what if we can't find a little passage of play? You know what I mean? What if we don't? What if we don't find a little moment to kind of get through their defence? What if we don't? Oh. Like I said, man, for me, Tottenham, they're going to be fuming. I'm not fuming in a sense, but I'm frustrated. And you know what I mean? I said what I said about Ruben Amorim. This is not a case to be like, oh, I told you so. I'm not going to say here and I told you so. I'm going to come here and say, I saw this coming or whatever. Like, for me, it's a case of, yo, like, there's still frailties in what we're trying to do. Cunha, what happened today with Cunha? Can we talk about Cunha today? Why was he not involved in the game? First half, I thought he was. Second half just died. All of our players just fall apart second half. It's like, where do you go? What happened second half? Big questions, bro. Still conceding goals now. It's another 2 goals we conceded. We can't keep clean sheets. It's a lot of questions and not enough answers. I'm sorry, guys. You can say to me what, but there is still frailties within this team, bro. I still think there's big question marks, bro. So how do we fix it? I don't know. Personnel needed? Yes. Midfielder this January is a must. Casemiro's legs cannot. You can see already. We need to get a midfielder. We need to get maybe a wing back. Something needs to happen, bro. The quality of our substitutions are poor as well. You're not bringing on crazy amount of good players. So yeah, I don't know, man. But let me know in the comments below. Let me know who your man of the match is. I'm going to go for Amad Diallo. I think he was my man of the match. But other than that, point, we'll take it. You know what I mean? We'll move. It's not the end of the world. But at the same time, not really too happy. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye-bye. Peace. Apparently Faz is cooking, but I don't think he'll be cooking anything. You know what I'm saying to you? Because he ain't the oracle. I don't know what he's trying to say here, but you know what I mean? This time last year, he was telling people to relax. I mean, did you not say to the Ten Hag inners, Faz, yeah? Did you not do this to the Ten Hag inners?
They're vaccinated with the wrong vaccine. Now the neurons in the brain are fried.
So have your neurons fried, Faz? The people want to know. Have your neurons fried? Because you said the same people last year when Ten Hag was failing, yeah? You said, you called them, and you said their neurons are fried. So I'm going to switch it back to you. Have your neurons fried, Faz?
You know, stats and numbers are such a funny thing because even I can manipulate stats and make stats look like it's something that it is not.
Yeah.
You know, the highest scoring team has 17 goals and Manchester United have 15 goals. You know, how does that make it sound like our season is going? You can say what I said last season and compare it and use that.
It's got worse.
Worse. Please do not interrupt me when I'm speaking, please.
I can speak what I want, mate.
No, you cannot.
I can't. This is my channel.
No, you cannot.
I can speak what I want.
No, you cannot do this. Not today, you can't. Not today. Keep your lips touching and your dimples diminishing.
That's the lips,
yeah?
man.
That's
Brother.
what you do today.
Relax
You will listen to me. You have oppressed me, beaten me, ridiculed me, kicked me out of your house, starved me. Yeah? So you will not say anything today. You will not. You will be like Rances right now, silent, and listen. Yeah?
What have you got to say? What have you got to say? What have you got to say that we don't know? I don't.
People love the celebration part. Let's talk about that, shall we? Let's talk about the fact that people love the celebration part. They love the final whistle. They love the photo. They love the thumbnail. We did it. But I remember the ugly part. He's not serious. He's chatting. He's reaching. Allow it. He's obsessed. Where was that energy?
My God, what?
Where was it?
What's going on here, man?
Brother, it's the oppression Olympics, bro. Go on, fast. It's all right.
God. Listen, clapping at the end is cheap. It's very cheap. The truth is, the vision is the only obvious after someone sacrifices themselves for it. And me and Marcel did. And I will not just keep talking. I firstly would like to bring this piece of evidence to the stage, yeah? This piece of evidence I would like to bring. And please, may Mr. Saeed TV present it. Look at us in turmoil. And look at me, bewildered and confused. I wonder what Saeed said in this particular video.
XG, oh my God! You XG merchants, you fucking disgrace! Talking about XG! Manchester United!
Yeah.
XG!
Okay. And then let's present this one, shall we? Yeah? Where's some fucking games? Let's present this one.
You need to change the screen you're on.
Okay, let's.
Well, what's
let's
wrong about what I've said?
No,
Win some
it-
games.
Nothing,
it
man.
adds up.
Let him land.
It adds up. Wait.
Load him, man. I'm done, man. I'm done. Take care,
We
man.
can beat Chelsea.
You wallahi piss off, man. Piss off at this house.
Kicking me from your house. Again and again.
Piss off. Get out, man. Stop mocking it now, bro. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny, bro. It. Are you just joking around, bro? No, shit.
What I find funny now, looking at the table, would you have realized that Man United fans behave like this? Would you have thought? Would you have thought? Oh, funnily enough, I got Mr. Ranceroni doing his steps whilst he's on a show with Mr. Lee Gunner saying, you know what? Seems like Man United are the only team that could give Arsenal a bit of headache. Now I've got Mr. Ranceroni, for example, having his shades on and saying our front line is the best. But if we rewind 4 games prior, actually, when I was on the Red Talk, was it not this same Mr. Ranceroni who was asking me what my point was? Actually, there is a bit of footage that I would like to bring up, right, of me and Rance discussing the points situation in Manchester United, actually. Well, I'm going to bring that video, and I'm going to show, this is the video here, yeah? This is the video here. Let's be...
Big up Marcel, by the way.
Let's
Big up.
Yeah. Hold on. That was the objective when the game, so.
Yeah, but that's the only positive. The performance wasn't good. The substitutions weren't good. Still square pegs in round holes.
For now.
Bro,
For now.
Cunha, Mbumo, Sesko, none of them look like scoring. They don't look like scoring.
No.
200 million worth of attack. And they all look like they're not going to score.
No, that can be an easy statement to throw, but I don't agree. Ahmad had an opportunity to square it to Šeško and let him
Is this all you
the back
got?
of the net. He failed.
Yeah, but that's still not looking like you're going to score, though. I'm disappointed.
What do you
I'll
mean?
be
You
honest.
can't look like you're going to score unless the ball comes to you. So.
No, but it's the lack of intent that this team plays with.
And funnily enough, what intent we showed against Brighton.
Why do you finish a clip? Bro?
No, there's more. Don't worry.
There isn't, though.
There is more.
Faz is reaching. Man's talking about
I am not reaching.
intent against Brighton. Okay.
I am not reaching. I am not with Sunderland. That makes it 3. Fantastic. That's 9 points. You know what I'm saying? Up for grab. And then Liverpool game, rival game. That's a different. That's a
How many points are we
Go on.
from the top 4?
What? 3.
How many points are we from the bottom 3? What was the date of this video, by the way, Faz? What was the date, please?
This was before the Liverpool game.
What was the date, bruv? Put the date in the chat, innit? Because you're moving like a woman now. You're trying to...
No.
You are.
And you're moving like a criminal.
Woman, bro. Hey,
You're
bro,
moving like a
now
criminal.
Now you can close your mouth.
You're moving like a criminal.
You like...
Funnily enough, you want to object.
Hey, bro, shut your mouth, innit?
Yeah, so we close the door.
I've let you talk. I let you talk. So shut your mouth.
Why are you stopping at the bit? You know which bit
It's
I'm
my
saying
turn.
here?
It's my turn.
You know which bit I'm saying here? No.
Brother, it's my turn now. I let you talk, bro. We're not gonna do this, innit?
Do you remember this video?
Brother, why are you talking?
Do you remember this video?
Why are you talking?
Because I'm asking you a question.
Did I not let you speak, Faz? Yes or no?
Okay, there is 20 seconds of this video left.
Did I not let this guy talk? Yes or no?
Yeah, bro. You've been speaking, Faz. I can't lie. You've been talking.
Yeah, let the video finish though.
There's so much more evidence.
What the thing is, if you want to tell us what the date was, I'm trying to find the date now.
Listen.
Fine.
Removing...
Won't be hard to find the date, will it?
Removing context from a conversation does not mean that you are right, bro. It doesn't mean that. But continue the video if you must. Because I remember the conversation very, very well.
Are we closer to the top? Oh.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, so we're closer to the top.
Just about. By 1 point. That's why I said it's too early to be looking at the table. Because we're practically just as close to relegation as we are to being in the top 4. This is the point I'm trying to make. It's way too early to be looking at that stuff. Okay, what did I say? That's not true. Keep going.
You are.
No, that's good.
Now, see, the funny thing is, when you were doing the show with Lee Gunner,
Hey, bro, is that all you got?
and
That's all he's got.
Is that all you got?
Wait, when you were doing the show with Lee Gunner, all of a sudden, after a run of games now, Man United are the only team that can give Arsenal a run for their money.
Do better.
But when I was saying it before the Liverpool game, you, funnily enough, come back to me every time and say, "What's your point?
Do better.
What's your point?" I am doing. You know what? I am doing better, and so are Man United. That's the reason why you got your shades out on your thumbnail, don't you?
Okay.
Yeah, because we beat Liverpool, though. Did we not beat Liverpool?
Yes, we did. But before Liverpool, when I was saying we're closer to the top, it was like, "Oh, what's your point?" We're the same as going to relegation.
After like 3 or 4 games, bruv. Hey, do me a favor, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, there has been. No, my point is, there has been run of games since then. I believe that we would do as well as we have done since then. Rans didn't, and now Rans has the energy to go on rival
you
channels.
believe based on what? Not based on any tangible evidence, bro. It's a fucking pipe dream, bro. Like, who cares? You don't get credit for being fucking
So
legally blind.
what belief have you had?
On, bro.
So let me
it's
ask you
legally blind right now. This is what man are seeing, right?
So what belief did you have when you went to Liga and said, "Well, Man United are the only team that can give you run for the money for league"?
Say that they're the only
No,
team,
you didn't
bro.
say that. You said stranger things have happened.
Yes, I did. You're damn right. Stranger
Based on
things
what?
have fucking happened, bro.
Okay, based
Which
on
is
what?
a fact, bro. So
Okay,
what?
based on
That
what?
doesn't
What
prove
did you
you
see
right
Man
in
United
any
do so
essence.
differently?
This doesn't prove you right. You're not doing well. I know
What
you
have you seen Man United do so differently? What have you seen Manchester United do so differently? Please explain.
The gas isn't on, us. You thought you cooked. The gas is not on, bro.
Please tell us and the viewers, what have you seen Man United do so differently for you to think Man United can give Arsenal a run for their money?
I did not say that. I said stranger things.
You know what?
I'm allowed to be happy, yeah, that my team have won a game of. I've sat here and I watched my team, yeah, be shit, yeah, and lose a fucking final to Tottenham Hotspur, bro. Lose 4 times to Tottenham last year, and this manager's still here, bro. So I'm allowed to fucking celebrate my team winning. I'm allowed, bro.
You know,
but I also said, this weekend for me is the litmus test.
Yes, you did.
Forest away is the litmus test. If we beat Forest away, I might actually believe that a corner has been turned. Might. And then we need to go and deal with the small matter of Tottenham Hotspur that beat us 4 times. We owe them one. If we can get 6 points from our next 2 games, then you got my attention, bro. Because I'll be honest, yeah, as much as it was amazing to win the game against Liverpool, on another day, there's a time we don't win that game. And the Brighton game as well, I'm not finished, and the Brighton game as well, as much as it was amazing to beat Brighton, one of our goals definitely should have been disallowed because Luke Shaw fouled a man, and Dorgu should have been sent off probably. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yeah, a few things went our way in those 2 games. And that's fine, because you need to ride your luck in certain games, bruv. Every team can turn around and say, you know what, we got a touch there, we got a touch there. However, we need to prove that those were not just lucky games and go and beat Forest. And then not lose to Spurs. If we can do that, then I'm starting to believe that there's been a change at this football club. Because right now, remember, this manager never got a new manager bounce when he came in. So this could just be a good few games, bro. That's all it could be. Even the Chelsea game, we got a red card as well. Like, do you know what I mean? So you have to be balanced. And I'm being balanced, but I'm also going to enjoy the fucking victories because we don't get them very often.
Hey, what's happening? So, Liverpool beat Real Madrid, Trent Alexander-Arnold got booed, and every single pundit on the face of planet Earth has had their say on the matter, and some of them are using their platforms to have more than a slightly veiled dig at Liverpool and the Liverpool fans and whatever. So I thought I'd talk about it. Like, one last sort of word on it. Obviously, the game was ages ago. We're coming up on half a year. It's probably even a year since Trent actually decided he wanted to leave the football club. So let's have a little chat around it. Well, the story's still got a little bit of legs in it, and hopefully we can put it to rest until inevitably Liverpool have to play Real Madrid later on in the season, and it just comes back again. Anyway, so I wrote a bit about this on Substack post Real Madrid. So after every game, I've been doing a thing called the morning after, and just talking through some of the key sort of thoughts and feelings and talking points of the match and picking the top 3 players. You can read that after every game on magepublishing.substack.com. I'll link in the description underneath. So I will be taking some of this and saying it in video form rather than in text form that I did earlier on in the week. But I have opinions on the Trent stuff, and I was prepared to kind of let it crack on, really. And then I saw Roy Keane talking about it on the overlap.
I'm not saying you give the kid the thumbs up for leaving, yeah, but why would you go to a match and go, I'm going to boo a lad who's played 260, 270 games? And the stats are fantastic.
And aside from the fact that he just couldn't wrap his head around why Trent would get booed, he just kept mentioning how Liverpool see themselves, how Liverpool see themselves as like better or above, and there's a real sneer to his tone.
And again, Liverpool fans for some reason think they're like, oh, what kind of class here, we applaud goalkeepers years ago when they played well. No, Liverpool fans have to have a good look themselves.
That really, really, really pissed me off. Like, no, I'm not going to let this lie. I'm going to talk about it. And I had one of those moments where, I'm sure we all have it in various walks of life, where you type like a text back to someone, or WhatsApp or whatever that young people do, and not an SMS, and you go no, and you delete it, and then you type something else, and you no, and then you can't quite see the full thing in the line. It's actually like, does this all make sense? And it's hard to read back. I even, you maybe go as far as like typing it into notes. You can paste it back in. That's where I was at this morning. I had 3 or 4 different things that I nearly replied to on the Overlap Instagram account, specifically about Roy Keane. And I was like, no, just leave it, Paul. It's fine. We've got other things to discuss. But no, it's stuck with me, so here we are. I have actually got something else I was going to record today, which I still have to, and I will be releasing probably now tomorrow. Huge, massive, life-changing news. Something very, very exciting I want to share with you guys, but let me just get all the hate out of my heart before I move on to happier things. So, yeah, Roy Keane was basically saying, yeah, look, I mean, you don't have to be happy about him. You don't have to kind of clap him off. But to boo him, and he goes, he's played 260, 270 times for the club, and look at his stats. I mean, Roy Keane talking about stats all of a sudden is genuinely hilarious. There's a man who I'm saying, like his nostrils flare when people mention XG to him, but fine, whatever. But yeah, he was talking about like he doesn't understand booing. I just want to. The thing that I was most keen to articulate, and I'm not a huge fan of what I'm going to do here in a general sense, because this whole "this you" culture that developed because of quote retweets on Twitter, I'm not a huge fan of that. But I do find it funny, Roy Keane becoming the moral arbiter of how people should keep their emotions in check, when he quite famously took offence to some comments by a footballer, and then 3.5 years later, when he met him on a football pitch, basically broke his leg in half and ended his career, and then years later wrote in his book that he did it all on purpose. That he should come out and say Liverpool fans should keep their emotions in check is fucking wild, by the way. But then you've got obviously Gary Neville going, oh, it's Real Madrid. And I get, like, Jill Scott's point in it is, I felt a bit sorry for Trent as a person, and I think Ian Wright had a little bit of that, although there was a greater depth of understanding as to why it's a bed that he's made for himself. And this is where the Trent stuff is complicated, because like I struggle sometimes with people when I'm not super harsh in criticisms. People often mistake it for, like, in the way sometimes people go, oh, you're a shill for the club, etc, etc, etc. A lot of the times it's because I see the humanity in things. And it doesn't take much. It's actually just being in the presence of someone humanises them. They become a real person for you, and so on. Now, I've interviewed Trent a couple of times when we did our Jordan Henderson documentary. He gave up like an hour of his time to talk about his mate, but also to be part of the documentary. I have a very tangential familial connection. I know some of his extended family, and they're all really nice people. I've spent more time in the company of his brother Tyler. I know some of his aunties and cousins and all that kind of stuff. All brilliant people. So there is a humanising effect to that, and that's something I always have to try and counterbalance. When you That's why I don't feel a deep sense of rage, because I'm aware that he's a real person. I also have the overriding sense of I don't hate Scousers making themselves successful on a global scale. You know, it's a thing. We get kicked into corners a lot. You know, the accent is prohibitive. I know Sky Sports have told Nick Peet, who told me this, like they wouldn't hire people with a Scouse accent to host Sky Sports shows because they just won't. That's like a mission statement for Sky. So that's one little example of it. So there's lots of things that kind of stand in the way of people from the city making a success of themselves. There's lots of stigma that surrounds Scousers. The city's been through a lot of trouble and heartbreak over the years, and politically, where we sit on the spectrum of that as well, means that in certain situations, then yeah, we are limited in our opportunities in a variety of different ways. So when Scousers make good for themselves, I feel a genuine sense of pride around that. It's why I also share the opinion that I don't want Everton to be better than Liverpool, but I want Everton to be better than Arsenal and Spurs and Chelsea and Newcastle and all that, because I'd rather success come to the city than to any other city in the country. It's just a personal opinion on it, but that's one of the things that always sort of counterbalances when I'm trying to think through the situation. That being said, the only thing that I find distasteful about the booing is that if there are people who don't want to boo and feel a sense of they want to applaud and recognise the good things that the player did for the club, I don't like that becoming an infighting battle, particularly in the stands. I found it really uncomfortable. Inevitable knock-on impact of the decision that Trent Alexander-Arnold, a grown-up, has made. And all of this has come off the back of him, a grown-up, a big boy, capable of making his own life decisions and fully entitled to choose to do whatever he wants to do with the very short time he and all of us have on this earth. Do what he wants. But these things don't exist in a vacuum. They have knock-on impacts, and one of them was, again, a really nasty situation where Liverpool fans are quite angrily shouting at each other in a football match instead of supporting the players on the pitch. And there is this sense of, and where Roy Keane's point comes from, if we do talk about the culture of Liverpool, we talk about how we conduct ourselves, and I mentioned in an article last week talking about seeing the support for Arne Slot, you know, really standing behind young men in that environment where other football clubs would be like, we've lost some games, get out of our club, without even thinking about it. But like, no. let's take a breath. And this whole you got your education from the cop is like the thing that people are referring to in that regard, that there is a way that we conduct ourselves that lots of other fan bases do not share. You know, when Liverpool didn't like Roy Hodgson as the manager, and it was clear that he wasn't good enough to be Liverpool manager, we didn't go all in on being horrible and nasty about it. Quite famously, Liverpool fans sang Hodgson for England, which was like a big an offence we can really give to people. So we don't really like you. We would quite like you to go away. But look, if you can do the smart thing and do that for yourself rather than having to escalate that would be absolutely sound. Anyway, swinging it back to the Trent thing, the hypocrisy and I think the lack of understanding from pundits is funny, because again, look, everyone's got a podcast, everyone's got a YouTube channel, me too, several. Here I am. I'm seeing a lot of people who don't have the connection to the football club weighing in on it, and people are entitled to do that, and footballers and ex-footballers will have the perspective of the footballer, and that's a perspective that I don't have, and you know, most Liverpool fans won't have too. But I think when you're trying to effectively judge the actions of fans, then yeah, you're an ex-player, then you are naturally going to side with the footballer, because look, the reality is football careers are short. And I remember saying this last season at the time, that there aren't many great ways to leave a football club on good terms. Generally speaking, you can retire having achieved loads. You can not be good enough to play for that team and move on to a lesser club, and people can remember the good things that you did. There aren't really many beyond that. Now, let's use the example of like Luis Suarez. So Luis Suarez moves to Barcelona. He gave a really good shift for Liverpool. He's a brilliant footballer for us, and we were prepared to give him a bit of a hero's welcome. And then Suarez, in typical Suarez fashion, scores against Liverpool in the Nou Camp, knee slides in front of the Liverpool fans, and we're like, right, no, you can fuck right off. And so when he then comes to Anfield, the chance of fuck off Suarez as opposed to like, oh, welcome back, Louis, because he made himself a rival. If you're going to make yourself a rival of Liverpool, then we're going to treat you like a rival. It's as simple as that. You know, if these players go, we don't have to worry about this when you're playing teams that are everything that Liverpool plays technically stand in their way of success, but there are only a small handful of football clubs who are genuinely in competition for the biggest honours. And this is where my sort of feelings on this come to the forefront. There are only 6 football teams in the last 10 years who have won the Champions League, who've won the European Cup. So when I say Trent, a player who is good enough to live the dream of every Liverpool fan on planet would give anything to have the talent to be able to play for Liverpool, and beyond that to be one of the best players for Liverpool, and therefore to be able to have a tangible impact on delivering trophies and success for this great football club that we all love. It's, you know, that is the story. It's so improbable that will happen. So when someone does come around that has that, like, wow, hold them up on a pedestal. But the thing that's hard to balance out is imagine then having that talent and actually saying, I don't want to use that anymore to benefit the football club. Instead, I'm going to use it to benefit a rival, and in Real Madrid, a European rival. And I know there will be people in the comments, because I've been doing this a long time, who'll go, Real Madrid and Liverpool are not rivals, European rivals is a stretch, or whatever. Bollocks. Total utter bollocks. And I get saying that if you haven't watched football for the last 10 years, or maybe you've like had a major head injury or something, I don't know. Real Madrid are European rivals of Liverpool. We've played them a lot. We've played them 2 consecutive seasons in the Champions League. We lost 2 Champions League finals to them. Real Madrid literally are the difference between Liverpool having 6 European Cups and 8 European Cups. That's European rivalry. It is what it is. So to say it's not is just totally and utterly factually incorrect. And it goes back to it. There are only 6 teams in the last decade who've won the European Cup. Liverpool are one of them, and Real Madrid are one of them. So just based on that, there are a very small pool of clubs who could reasonably expect to win that trophy, or that Liverpool might meet in the real sort of battle of winning a competition in the semi-finals, quarter semi-finals and finals. And yet that is only exacerbated by the fact that we've literally faced them in the final twice and lost twice to them. So what Trent has done is he has opened up a situation whereby, as we've already seen in the week, Liverpool might play Real Madrid again at the business end of that competition, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, a homegrown Liverpool fan who's good enough to play for Liverpool, and bear in mind there are a few out there who are those things but are not that last one, could stop Liverpool from winning trophies. And that is, as a fan, is very, very difficult to wrap your head around, understandably so, because he had the ability to live the dream of every Liverpool fan across the globe, and he has made the decision. It is a decision he is entitled to make as a human being, but he has chosen to use that talent not just elsewhere, but theoretically in opposition of the goals and happiness of Liverpool Football Club and Liverpool fans. So, yeah. Does that mean he should be getting booed? Does that mean we should overlook the good things that he's done in the past? Honestly, I don't know. I booed every touch of Real Madrid, but I didn't expressly single out Trent for boos. I didn't boo him when he was warming up, when his name was read out. I didn't boo when he came on, but I booed Valverde when the ball was passed to him. So I couldn't even tell you exactly what I do a moment to moment. It is a live thing. You just react in football stadiums, don't you? Presumably, I would have just carried on the booing and jeering and boo and boo and all that kind of stuff that comes with playing a big team at Anfield and the lights. But yeah, it's as long as it stays pantomime, I'm fine with it. If it goes super nasty, and I think the murals thing, graffiti and the mural thing was in danger of crossing over to that. The problem with it is it's a target. Should we be giving murals to 18-year-old lads in the first instance? Probably not. But whatever, it is what it is. It was always going to be there. Now, I also happen to know that those murals have been coated with anti-graffiti things, so it was never going to be a permanent thing ever. It wasn't going to permanently damage the mural, so it was always going to be a shortly run thing. But yeah, it can get nasty, these things. I hope it doesn't get truly and genuinely nasty. And I think it could be something that benefits Liverpool. That, like, the booing and the noise around it. We saw it when, funnily enough, Trent got into a little bit of a battle with Granit Xhaka. Look, I don't think I agree. I don't think we should be this guy because my annoyance falls on Real Madrid more than Trent. So I used to quite like Real Madrid, to be honest, just in terms of they were good on Pro Evo and they were good on the Champions. The kids were really nice, and if when Liverpool played in the Champions League every season, they used to be Man United as well, which was great. My vicarious football to these and things like that. I literally got a picture of things like that behind me. My favourite non-Liverpool footballer. That's him winning the Champions League against Bayer Leverkusen. One of those things. But now, I've been to 2 European Cup finals and watched them pricks beat us. So, yeah, fuck Real Madrid. But look, yeah, Trent's just a human being, and he's a footballer, and he's got a short career. But people can boo him or not boo him ultimately. But I don't like the idea of people saying Liverpool fans shouldn't boo him or can't boo him. A lot of people by what he did. And, if you think that's too much, then maybe we should consider that all of football is too much, and we do take all of football too seriously. And I can agree with It is free to subscribe to the paid offering as well. I'm going to explain, hopefully in the next video on the channel, what that's for or what it's being used for recently, amongst other things. So yeah, please do stay tuned for that. The next video I do is not going to be particularly football related. It is very deeply personal, so I hope when you see that you will just check it out. That would be nice if you could do that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Man, I'm free, I wake up a new episode. I pop out cleaners, keep me up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me, I get it though. Yeah, I'm so eclectic, got me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have this in medical. But my technique, I'm gonna be there pathetic. So look how I move, I'm protected. Starting those one in my crest. The world going through it outside, they ain't really, but I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might like to wear that top down. I keep it to what I iPad. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, but I touch the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't round me. No headstone, God can't pass, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that pain. Nothing about that pain. Nothing about that pain. Nothing about that pain. Hop on that jet at a switch on the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it full. It's real if I say it, I mean what I spoke. I'm like this freaking a trick of the city. Spin blocks till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm so I'm like doing that top down. I keep it two and a half pound. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, but I keep the sky, I do stress. You know, evil around me, yeah, around me, I know this is what I been this. No heads, no God game pop, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that pain. Nothing about that pain. Nothing about that pain. Nothing about that pain. Put it on me, I'm blessed.
I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans.
Money. That's what them do. Oh my, you're a liar. Fire!
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Man, I talk about him don't know where the money and the donation them a go. Them a lie. Fire for that.
And Pan-Africanism to my Brazil and my South American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to Panama and Costa Rica, my Central Americans.
Hey, ¿qué lo que, hermano? He said Panama, right? I tried telling him, you know, this to me, papi. I tried telling him. You know, mi madre, she comes to the country, I tried telling her. Hey, come to the country. Hey, parado. Hey,
my Carolina, my Texas, my Phoenix, my Philly, my Jersey. Church, from the Christians, from donors, from Pan-Africanisms. You know, just the other day, I remember I saw a video, I think it was during the riots and whatnot, and they had all the migrants and the, you know, the immigrants going crazy with ICE. And he was like, no, man, they destroyed it.
like they vandalized the school, man. That's cat, bro. But now, you know, I'm seeing everybody making videos and talking about this mess. So I said, you know what? Let me go live, bro. Because I've been saying this for a minute. Man. I told you guys already, stop talking about this dude because he been stealing the money for a long time. Now he claiming they hacked his account. He claiming, you know, they don't know what happened. What kind of about how he been using the same account since he was 16 years old. So that's a personal account. I mean, when you think about it, if you've been using the same account since you were like 16 years old, that's your personal bank account. So the money, listen, that means that all the donations that they put in the church ran out. Everybody that
account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. They had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since...
We heard you already.
Since I was a teenager told me...
Since he was a teenager. That's a personal account. That's not a business account. Did y'all get that? Listen, his account that he had since a teenager, fam. Listen to what he said, man. This man been stealing the money, y'all.
To my account. I cannot log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. They had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager.
Since he was a teenager. That's how we just caught him, guys. You see that, right? If you had your account since he was a teenager, that was not a business account. So right there, we already caught him in a lie. Automatically. That means he been using his personal account, guys, for all the donations. Which means Umar wasn't paying taxes. That means all that money that been coming in, Umar have never reported that to the IRS. I bet Umar never paid taxes in his life. I can tell. You know, like a lot of these YouTubers. Trust me, all you YouTubers out there that been getting all this money, getting all these YouTube checks, y'all been just cashing in. Uncle Sam coming for you soon. Trust me, I believe this. A lot of y'all been getting banked on these YouTube streets. Wait till the white man come for you. You gonna learn. You're gonna see YouTubers getting exposed. They're gonna be like, yo, man, the government coming for me, bro.
Told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen.
Frozen? Nah, man, you lying, bro. See, he used the money to pay off some child support. Or he been tricking on them white women. If y'all think for a split second that Umar ain't messing with them white women, bro, come on now. If y'all really think this man is all about this Pan-Africanism stuff? Y'all really believe that, man? This guy's a liar, bro. What's that guy that them women used to love, man? What's this guy? The dude that got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. What's his name? He's supposed to be married to that woman, the Christian woman, and all the ladies on YouTube used to go crazy for the muscle guy. What is his name, man? I forgot his name. I'm sure you ladies know who I'm talking about. You know, he got exposed because he was out messing around with women on the side, and then his old lady went crazy on YouTube and whatnot. I forgot the guy's name, man. He used to always bash black men and say black men ain't it. Yeah, Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson is like one of them pimps, one of them hustlers that been hustling women for a long time, making them believe that black men ain't nothing, that he's like, you know, Prince Charming. But then he got exposed, you know what I'm saying? They caught him out in the street. You know what I'm saying? He was laying pipe on this yellow bone sister. I ain't gonna hold you, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, what could a man do? When you see a sister with a wagon, bro. Man, I tell you, bro. You ever seen a sister, bro? A sister? See, let me tell you, listen, don't let me start preaching now. Don't let me start preaching. Hey, man. You see, God, in his infinite wisdom, created the black woman. I said, God, in his wisdom, made the black woman. And when he made the sisters, he made them women with wagons. It's something about a black woman. When she turned around, I said, when a black woman turn around, black woman turn around, you know there's a God. When you see that thangin', you ever see a sister's thangin', man? You see that thing, man, you be like, my God. It makes a brother lose his mind. You ladies wondering why us brothers going crazy. It's because God worked a miracle. I said, God, listen, don't let me preach. In the Garden of Eden, amen, in the Garden of Eden, God made Adam. Adam was alone. And when Adam was alone, there was no woman. And God looked at Adam and knew that he was alone. And he said, you know what, son? I'm going to make you a woman. Adam was like, God, what is a woman? He said, don't worry, son. You just go on now to sleep right now, and I'm going to make you a woman. So, Adam went to sleep, and he was sleeping on his beauty rest mattress. And God took one of his and when Adam woke up, I said, when Adam woke up, Eve was facing south. And when he saw that thing, he said, my God, what is that? God said, that's a woman. He said, not that thing. And that was the first account of a man being a woman's wagon. He said, God, could I touch it? God said, yeah. So Adam went over there by Eve and grabbed him. You know, some of you sisters got them cheeks, man, that make a brother want to shout, throw your hands up and shout. My God. You ever oil cheeks? You oil them things on, wax off. You just have to give God glory and praise. See, when I think about the goodness of God, I think about these women. Man, I gotta calm down. Calm down now. This is what happens when you see these women. You know, I forgot what I was talking about. But it must have had something to do with what Dr. Umar Johnson is doing with these women. He been tricking on the women with the money. The money from the Pan-Africanism, from the Marcus Garvey account, he been tricking on these women. That's what he been doing, guys. Let's get back at the content.
Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen.
He's lying.
And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part?
Fraud on your part? Why would you ask them if there's any fraud on your part? Like, who volunteers information? I mean, I know you're committing fraud. We know that you're a charlatan. I mean, you're a snake's oil salesman. We know you've been doing this for a long time, Mr. Pan-Africanism. Why would you tell the bank that? You know, was it any fraud on my part? Well, no. We've been checking your accounts, Mr. Pan-Africanism, and it looks like you've been hacked. We're doing our little investigation, and it doesn't look too good for you. So we're gonna have to freeze those accounts. You're not gonna have no money. I'm not gonna have no money. No money, sir. There's nothing we can do. Gonna have to wait for our preliminary investigation final.
I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account.
The bank would know if somebody was trying to do that. I mean, what do you take us for, fools? The bank would know that.
In an FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up.
What? If somebody sent a donation? This man's still worried about money, guys. I mean, haven't you robbed the people enough? Like, you still worrying about people's money? My goodness, bro. This man been stealing for years. Listen, you good people been financially taking care of Dr. Umar for years. That man ain't have a job. Like, really think about this. Like, how did Dr. Umar make money? Like, what job do you really got? He's not a content creator. He's a hustler. He been robbing the people with this Marcus Garvey stuff. You know, this school and Pan-Africanism. You know, he wasn't like this, guys. Back in the day, he was not like this. But listen, if you guys can remember way back when he first got on the scene with all this Pan-Africanism, he wasn't moving like this, guys. He was a different type of guy back then. He fine-tuned and tweaked his hustle, just like all the other pimps on social media. All of these people are pimps. All the content creators, all of them are pimps.
They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation would conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline.
He keeps saying the same thing over and over. He's trying to program you guys.
As to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up.
It's not getting cleared up. Remember, you said that they don't know where your account is, right? Since you was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? That's what you said, so don't expect anything to clear up.
They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told...
How could they send you a letter on the day you left to South Africa? How convenient. You're lying. Everything is a lie. Look at his face. He's lying, guys. Everything about this guy is lying. He spent all the money, guys. Dr. Umar been broke for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to think about this. The money, there's no money coming in. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you're on social media, people can kind of figure things out. He's not a content creator. He don't have a job. He's not really doing anything. So he been living off the donations, just like the Christian pastors. You know, T.D. Jakes and all these guys, they've been living off your money for years. You know? And it gets to the point where the money runs out. You know, everybody's going through it today. You know, everybody been hustling. People been hustling people. And when the money start running out, they got to think of a new plan of how to get more money.
That the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity...
He's making that up as he goes, guys. He's making that up as he goes. You know what I mean? This man, listen, they've been coming for him for a long time. We don't know what's going on in this man's personal life. That man probably have back taxes that he owe, different monies that he have to pay, all different types of things that they came for him, and they probably cleared his accounts and took everything away. This man probably haven't been paying taxes for years. I keep telling you, a lot of you content creators, listen, man, a lot of you content creators that be in these YouTube streets thinking you hustling and you making videos, you making money. Oh, there's coming a day when the government gonna be knocking on your door.
You know, you owe money. You owe us a lot of money. But all I do is pay. I just, make my little videos. No. You haven't been paying your taxes. And based on our calculations, you owe us $3 million.
You owe a lot of taxes. Yes, a lot of taxes.
The precious, the precious, the precious.
Yeah, I remember in the movie Lord of the Rings when he be doing that thing, that little gremlin. I don't know what kind of monster he's called, but he'd be like,
The precious, the ring is the precious, the precious.
that stuff is funny, man.
Was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. That's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my
That's his phone. Somebody was calling.
I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account.
So he's basically blaming somebody. So now, what if the people he's accusing didn't have nothing to do with that? Then that's wrong. You just can't accuse nobody. How could they gain access? How could somebody else gain access to your account and go free? You know what kind of crime it is to do stuff like that? That's federal. You ain't gonna get 3 years, 5 years. You're going away for a long time. That's why I don't understand why people rob banks and do stuff like that. Once they catch you, you're done.
And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense.
Duh.
Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense.
We know.
Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved.
See, I don't understand why this guy think he's so entitled to get these donations. Like, you just finished telling everybody about your bank account situations and you focusing on money. What about the school? What about teaching the youth? Like, it's like everything is money, man. That's why us men don't even go to church. You ladies been wondering why men don't go to church no more, because we're not dumb. We ain't giving no pastor our money. The hell we look like giving some pastor our money? You know, everybody in the church. Jesus. You know, the Lord just put something on my heart. You know, as pastor of this church, God told me that he is sending a blessing. Yes, amen. I say, God is sending a blessing. Yeah. I'm going to need all of you men in the church to pull $100. We have Benjamins in this church. Wait a minute, where all the men going? You lock those doors, lock them doors in the church. My goodness, where all the men in the church go? Ladies, calm down. We're going to find y'all some husbands. I don't know where all these men go. See, that's what happens. Once we hear that we got to give our money in the church, we already know that the pastor's a pimp. See, the women are the ones that normally give all the money in the church. The tithes, the offerings, all that stuff. Y'all been getting played for generations. Right?
Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.
Do you see what he's doing? He's telling people to send him the money to PayPal now. This is how, listen, this is how this man been hustling the people and avoiding taxes and all that other stuff. You know? That's what he's doing right now. So you guys are going to really send Mr. Pan-Africanism a bunch of damn money. All this guy do is talk about he's a Mr. Pan-Africanism.
You know, sir, the man of Mr. Pan-Africanism. Me have a new tune. Me call it Mr. Pan-Africanism. Me say, hold on there. Rewind. Mr. Pan-Africanism, Pan-Africanism, all of the girl Pan-Africanism. Me say, let me know. Hold on there. My youth.
That's what he's doing, man. It's like he hustling the people with this Pan-Africanism stuff, and a lot of people fell for it. It's all one big scam, guys. Just like religion. Religion is a scam. You know, all these different belief systems. All of these things are scams. Everybody's a pimp. Everybody, you have to understand, there's pimps everywhere. Everybody's a pimp in their own right. You got male pimps. You got female pimps. You got everybody pimping. Somebody getting pimped out here, guys. You know what I mean? And we got to hold these charlatans to the fire. You know, Umar been a pimp for a long time, you know, and I made a lot of videos about this guy, man. But it's like people don't listen, man. They just like getting pimped out, so it is what it is.
Me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested.
How much time you gonna tell us? My goodness, bro. This guy, yo. I thought I was repetitive. He got me beat with this, man. I thought I repeat myself. That man repeated himself a dozen times.
For federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary.
So, let me get this straight. The prince of Pan-Africanism. The prince.
Pan-Africanism. All the people in the place now. Mr. the girl, them have been up Pan-Africanism. All of the people in the place, them for wine.
Listen, this guy is lying, man. Now he's saying that he's broke. Dr. Umar Johnson is broke. You gonna tell me that? So how you buying gas for the car? How you filling up the gas tank? You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't right, man. Like, hustling these people all these years, man. Like, this is crazy, bro. This is really, really sick, man. Wait a minute. That man got a Satan star on his head, bro? Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, man. Hold on, man. Let me get a screenshot of this, bro. I hope that's not what I think it is, bro. Look like he got one of them Satan stars on his head, bro. Hold on now. You know, I'm always finding stuff, man. So it's like, I don't know, man. This is getting crazy, bro. Let me see if it is what it is, bro. Yep. Look at that, guys. In plain sight. Dr. Umar. Got the satanic star, fam. Wow. Wow. On his head, bro. Plain sight. Okay, keep telling you guys, man, I be exposing these devils all the time. Dr. Umar Johnson is a Satanist. Look at that, guys. Let me go do this real quick. Give me a minute. Let me go get the, let me prove this, guys. Let me see. Let me do a quick Google search. Quick Google search, guys. Right? Let me see. That's the pentagram. That's the satanic star. Let me do this, guys. Okay. Take this out. This is why I keep telling you, man. You got to really watch yourself when it comes to these charlatans on social media, because these people be devils, man. Look at that, guys. You see that? That's the satanic star, fam. In 4K. I'm telling you, Dr. Amma is a Satanist. In plain sight. It's right there. Can't deny it. Can't deny it, guys. Do you see that? I'm not making this up.
So what are you on, man?
Not making it up, guys.
What are you doing?
Dr. Umar Johnson is a Satanist. In 4K, we clearly see the truth. I know it's difficult for you to understand, because it's like, man, you mean to tell me all this time he been following the devil? Yeah. A lot of these pimps on social media follow the devil, man. They have the symbolism on their person to tell the elite, that they're loyal. So I hope that resonate with a lot of you. Let's get back at the content.
So the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
That's why he called himself the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Because when you study the Bible, it talks about how the devil claimed that he's the prince, the morning star, and all this other stuff. So when you think about it, Umar Johnson believed that he's the devil. That's what this is all about, guys. I know for some of y'all probably like, nah, man, this can't. I just showed you. I just showed you guys.
First time in my life is without any digital currency.
That's a lie. Let's rewind that back and hear that again. Listen to this.
Means all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars.
For my loyal supporters, could you spare a few dollars? Yo, you folks gave this man millions of dollars, man. Millions of dollars. Where the money go? where do Umar Johnson live? That's what I want to know. Where did he live, guys? Do anybody know where Dr. Umar Johnson lived? Do anybody know? With all the money you sending this guy, somebody got to know where he lives, bro. Because this doesn't make sense, bro. Somebody said with his mom? For real? Bruh. Listen, man, I know people be on hard times, bro, but anybody that's over 40 living with their moms, bro, that should be a felony. If you a dude, listen, if you a dude and you over 40 and you still living at home with your mom, you need to be put in prison. I don't understand that mess, bro. I really don't. And then some of these ninjas be trying to have women. You trying to bring a woman over mama crib at 40? This is crazy, man.
So I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled, so I can...
What? So hold up. Who's Ifa Tunde? He got some woman somewhere? This man actually have a woman. I need to know. Put a 1 in the chat. Do Umar Johnson have a woman? What kind of Pan-Africanism woman, Iban Timbantunde, whatever her name is, or whoever, how is she with this man he broke? How do you pay the bills? Like, how do you... So, hold up. You're telling me you don't have no access to your account, right? Did you clean up your room? No, Eva Sunday. You know I right tell you about money. No, you right tell you. Oh, you. Oh. Man, I gotta look this up. I mean, I take y'all word for it, but I'm gonna have to look it up. I can't believe this. This is crazy.
For the psychologist, paypal.me/you are the psychologist.
reason why he don't have a Cash App is because Cash App shut it down because they saw all of that money that was coming in, and they was like, look, you're gonna have to switch to a business account. And he knew that he would have to be responsible for paying taxes, and he was like, nah, man, I don't want that. And they basically just shut it down. So right now it's like he's probably using PayPal and all those other sites, but they gonna get him too. They gonna crack down on him.
I only have Apple Pay and PayPal. If you can spare a few dollars, send it to my Apple Pay. 215-989-9858 or my PayPal.
It's the black community, man. It's y'all, bro. We can't even blame Umar at this point, bro. We can't even blame Umar for this, man. It's the people, bro. It's the people. The people keep sending this man money when he's clearly a fraud, bro.
And we applying for the certificate of occupancy. I don't have any money in my
They didn't think that man not messing around with snow. don't really send Umar Johnson anything. I'm just being honest with you. You know, men, we know like scammers already. Like we can tell when somebody is scam. Like the men that support other brothers because they know that those brothers are only purpose for the bank account is so you could transfer it. You know what I mean? Like you could transfer the funds. But now with Cash App and all these other, but you're right. Especially with the, did he say Venmo? I'm not sure if he said Venmo. I'm not sure if he said he had a Venmo. But with all of those different things, you would need your account. So, you know, in a way, you got a point with what you said. You would need your account. You know? You would need your account. Yeah. So that means that he's definitely running a scam, man. This is very, very diabolical, man. That he's doing this, and he really think that all of us are stupid, man. He didn't say Venmo, right? No. So he said, what he said he had. What other payment thing he said he had? It's Apple Pay, right? I think it was Apple Pay. I think it was Apple Pay. Yeah. But if you're sending money to PayPal, it's just sitting there. Unless he have a PayPal card. I think they have that, a PayPal card. Yeah, using those funds for personal use. You know? I warned people a long time ago, man. That's why I had stopped stop making videos about Umar because I'm like, look, people are slow out here, man. They just like getting plays. But I'm like, look, I'm not gonna keep making videos over and over and over. Like, I'll do that in the beginning, but after a while, when I realize people just want to be dumbed down, then I just kind of leave it alone and let everybody get robbed. But he hustling the people, bro, big time. But anyway, guys, we're gonna get up on out of here. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. The Forever Studios in the building. He raised 1.7 million, man, in donations and don't got the money. That's crazy, man. And people still rock with him. That don't make no sense. You know? That don't make no sense, man. People still rock with this criminal, bro. But he gotta be good at hustling if he been surviving this long. You know, even though Umar's a fraud, he gotta be a good pimp to be hustling people this long, man. Right? I don't think the money's done, though. I don't think the money's done. He probably moved the money to another account because the federal government is probably on to him. So he probably moved it to some offshore account somewhere. He's doing something, man. You just can't have 1.7 million sitting somewhere and the government not looking at that, bro. That's a lot of money to have sitting in some account somewhere, you know. So he's not 501c3. So what do you think he got to do? The government gonna want to know about that bread. See, in the beginning, you might be this guy, this woman getting money, and you stacking your account with a bunch of money. You got like 250,000, 300,000 saved up in your account. You feeling good about yourself. And next minute, man, you get that letter. You get that letter from the IRS, man. You be like, what the hell is going on? When you get a letter from the IRS, bro, you start sweating. Man, you get a letter from the IRS. Might as well you just called them. Hello? Yeah, I'm one of the guys. You sent me an email?
Yes, we sent you an email first, but that letter that we sent you looks like you're I can explain, man.
And I think it's bad, man, that he's coming online to say he broke, bro. I think that's bad, bro. You know, most men wouldn't even come online to say that. So there gotta be a plan behind it. I don't think he's broke. I think he got the money. He's gonna try to tell us that the money is gone. He's gonna use that to get out of Pan-Africanism and go to Africa. So he can buy a house. There's some sort of plan he's doing now. work on the yard in August in preparation for September so I could get the yard back in business. Can't wait. I gotta buy a new mower. Guys, all you guys that got mowers. So the show is pretty much over, right? But I'm gonna stay on a bit. I wanna talk a little bit. See what you guys think about this, right? I wanna buy a new mower, right? Because the mower that I got, first of all, the yard is it's a large yard, and using a 21-inch mower system, it's just not good enough. I don't want no zero-turn mower. I am not putting that in the garage. You know what I mean? I like having my truck in the garage, and there's no space for all of that, right? But I was looking at this particular mower, right? Let me see. So I want your opinion on it. You guys that are landscape guys, you guys that are into yard care and all that other stuff, I want to know what your opinion is of this. So, on the Toro website, and I'm not sponsored by Toro, I'm not sponsored by no brand or any of that mess, you know, because people are weird, you know what I mean? They always want to accuse you of something, like they're trying to promote something, you know? But I want to show you this particular mower, because they got this crazy sale, and I'm thinking about jumping the gun and get this particular mower, right? So now, let me put this on the screen so you can see what it is, and then you can let me know your opinion. Now, I heard some negative reviews, but you know, sometimes people that give negative reviews, they don't really know how to use machines, you know. But I'm really looking at this machine. I'm really feeling this one, and I'm thinking about ordering this thing ASAP, right? Because I need a mower. So now, wait, give me a minute. Let me put this up. Let me get this on the screen. Right? Okay. So, let's get this on the screen. Wait. Let me make sure everything is... All right. So this is the mower here. Wait. This is the mower here, right? And it's the Toro. It's an electric mower, right? I was gonna go for the gas version, but I heard a lot of reviews and people was complaining about different issues and something about how when you use the gas mower, it's like you're gonna be running back and forth to the gas station every minute, and it's like I don't got time for that. But they had it's a 50% off sale for this mower here. Originally it's $22.99. You pretty much get it for $11.49. It comes with 3 batteries, and you pretty much get about, I guess, 90 minutes of runtime, which is not bad for my yard. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of thinking it's a 30-inch mower. And the only thing I heard that's not good is they've been complaining about the blade. It cuts low. You would have to install a high lift blade on, like it has dual blades, but they're saying you should install a high lift blade. That's what I'm hearing the reviews are saying, because it has dual blades. So let me see. So I'm kind of thinking if I should get that. I don't know. But I really need to get a new mower because I'm going to be making content at the same time. Like I'm going to use it for content. I'm going to be doing content with yard work. I'm going to really like grind in the content niche of lawn care. Like I'm going to be doing that this fall. Because I notice a lot of people love those kind of videos, and I know a lot of information, so might as well I invest in it at the same time, you know? You might enjoy that kind of content too, but I'll definitely be doing that. Let me see. Look like none of you guys mow your lawn. Guess I'm gonna have to just continue doing more research. Was hoping there would be some advice. I guess I'll just go back and Google search. Right? I mean, some people complaining about it, a few complaints, but I don't care. You live life one time. You know? And you know what's so crazy, guys? I was cleaning the current mower that I had, right? And, you know, it's an electric mower. And I kind of hose down the whole mower. Bad idea. I wasn't thinking, but it is what it is. So I go to turn it on, the mower don't want to turn on. So it probably have a bunch of water in the components. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is just kind of bring the mower outside and let it sit in the sun, let it bake a little bit. It's a good mower. Don't get me wrong. It's a great mower. So I'm kind of thinking, should I jump the gun? Because I could use that money. I really don't even want to spend it. But, you know, if I'm going to be using it for the yard, a 30-inch mower would be sufficient rather than a 21-inch. I'll be able to do the job quicker, you know? So I'm kind of thinking about the investment, if I should just jump the gun and do it, you know? You said buy it? Is it self-move? Yeah. Yep. 3 batteries, price good price. I would try it out. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna think about it because, like I said, it's a big mower. I was at Lowe's. Lowe's sell the gas version, but there was a lot of complaints. But I don't really focus on all the complaints. A lot of people don't know how to use these tools, and they destroy their tools. They don't maintain them. Every time you use a mower, you got to clean them, you got to service them, you got to make sure everything is right. A lot of people don't do that. You know, some people be mowing the lawn when it's wet. Like, you're not supposed to do that. The lawn should be dry. So they end up complaining. Like, one of the complaints is that under the mower, it get clogged up fast. Well, that's because you're mowing wet lawn. If the lawn is bone dry, that's not going to happen. And then again, there's different methods. You might put this solution under the mower. I seen a video with it where it doesn't allow anything to stick under the mower. You know? So yeah, I say get it. Alright, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. I'm gonna get it. Because I think the sale ends on the 1st, so I got like 2 days to go get it. Because I want that to be here in time for when it's time to mow the lawn once I get it back up and running. But yeah. Not a lot of, it's only one person I've seen on, well, not one. There's a couple of guys on YouTube that have the machine. Mostly everybody have the gas version. I mean, the gas version would be preferable, but I just can't deal with it. You know, you gotta deal with oil, you gotta deal with gas, running the gas station, you got this, you gotta, man, it's just a lot of stuff you gotta keep maintaining. With the batteries, it's just pop batteries in, keep it moving, and you're done. And then if you need to service something, you just open it up, make some quick changes, order some replacement parts, and you're good. If you're handy, you should be able to do those basic repairs. Let me see, before you said complaints, I would get the gas mower, in my opinion, more power. That's what I was looking at, was the gas, because battery, it'll burn out the batteries, man. Sometimes, like, especially when the blades are spinning fast, it'll burn out your batteries. So, you know, shout out to Alexandra. I see you in the building. What's going on? It's just that all the mowers I ever had have always been electric mowers. So I was wanting to get the gas mower. I could even just let me see, because at this point, look, guys, I'm the type of guy that I look at it like this, man. You got one life, live your life. That's how I see it, right? Don't look at nothing, just do what makes you happy, you know, because I'm gonna use the mower for content. So it's not like I'm just using it just to use it. This fall, not even this fall, like starting next month, I'm gonna start recording the work. I want you guys to see all the progress. I want you to see it. Like right now, the yard is in dormant right now. If you have a cool season yard, right? Tall fescue, Kentucky bluegrass, perennial rye, you know, stuff like that. In the summertime, if you don't got good irrigation, it's gonna go dormant. To protect itself, it's gonna go dormant. I'm not gonna waste a bunch of water in the summer when it's boiling hot outside. I'm just not doing that. I'm not trying to have no crazy water bill to impress everybody with the perfect lawn. I'll wait till when the fall season come in, and in the month of September, October, November, all the way until June 1st, I'll have the best lawn in the community. But in the summer, I don't mind to let the yard go dormant. I don't really care. Because I'm not going to be spending no water bill of $400. I'm not doing that. Because a lot of people don't understand. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But when you use your water to water your lawn, that also brings up your bill on sewage too. Because it's the same line. So what happens is you would have to have a separate line for irrigation, where they have a meter, an irrigation system where it has a separate line, where it has a meter for the water. That way, it's not calculated with your main water in the house. Because if you're using the main water line in the house, the same water bill is going to affect the sewer bill as well. Now, I don't mind using the water during the process of maintaining the lawn in the fall and the winter. I don't water the lawn. I just leave it alone. But in the fall, yeah. Let me go to Lowe's, see what they saying. Let me see. You have to gear up because cut grass is trying to survive. Now, I don't got no issues when it comes to lawn, but I heard about people having certain issues. Maintenance is important, tutorials of lawn care, because gardening in our today. That's why I'm going to be doing these videos and hope that people will learn from it, you know. You said this is educational, big bro. Yeah, listen, maintaining a yard is fun for me. I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a good activity. Every man should be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Women do it too. Believe it or not, you got ladies that get busy. You know what I'm saying? They know their way around the yard. They be doing their gardening. They be, you know, doing their thing. You know what I mean? So I want to get into that kind of content and really rock out because I know I could do the job. And I learned so much. I made a lot of mistakes. I spent a lot of money making mistakes. A lot of money. I spent a lot of money making mistakes. But like I said, you got one life to live, man. Live your life. People be afraid to live their life. Can't be afraid to live your life. You just got to live it. You know? That's why I try to just do things and just enjoy your time here on this earth. So let me see the gas version. Because, all right, the machine that I really wanted, guys, I'm going to show you it. The Toro machine that I really wanted. Let me show you that one. And for those that might be popping up, we already ended the show already. Right now, I'm just kind of just talking, you know. I'm just talking at this point. Let me see where it go. Let me just type in 30-inch mower. See what comes up. The one that I really wanted was a contractor mower, but it's a walk behind mower, but it's for contractor use. Like, I mean, for me, it's not for like cutting nobody else's yard, not for that. But it's like a professional mower that's more or less for the home, but it's built mainly for where the hell that mower go? Crazy. They need to organize their website. I put in 30-inch mowers and it's taking me to something else. Oh, this is no. Still can't find this mower. It's a Toro 30-inch mower and it has swivel wheels. Let me just look at it on Google and find it there. Toro 30-inch mower with swivel wheels. Okay, here we go. So the mower that I really want, that mower is that's like $3,199. That's kind of steep. But that's a mower. Let me show you this one. This is a mower. This is what I would like for real. This is a mower. Now it has those swivel wheels, which is perfect. It's gonna break your back. So this particular mower here is what I would buy. That's a mower, right? That's a real mower. Walk behind, gas powered, powerful engine. That right there is a mower. But that's way out of budget, right? Way out of budget, but that's a mower. So now, I guess the affordable one, let me see. The affordable one that they have at Lowe's, where is it? Let's see, where it go? So the gas powered one at Lowe's, they got two models, 1600 and another one. that with the gas powered, you don't got to worry about your blade, you know, not spinning fast enough or whatever the case is, because it's going to really do the job with the gas version. But you got to keep running back and forth for gas. That's the thing that, you know, I heard a couple of complaints. That's the thing that people was like, ah, man, you know. But I don't mind.
Why is he stuff I fucking doing? What the
That
fuck?
one for 3,000 is way over the top. But it's a beast. Definitely a beast. That mall right there. I come outside with that mall right there, all my neighbors would be pissed. I tell you what, Jimbo. I cannot stand him now. Look at that kind of mower that he got there, Jimmy. His lawn look good. He got that expensive mower. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna sabotage his lawn. That's right. That's all. I'm making money. I'm gonna have to put out flyers like, hey, I cut lawns. Okay, I gotta get my money back. But I don't want to do that. Like I posted to work on this Nigerian guy that up the street from where I'm at. Like I posted to work on this Nigerian. Then they don't like it. Now they want to hold you accountable and be like, oh, you did this to my yard. You messed up my property. I'm taking you to court. What? So I just rather not get involved, man. You know, I'll let him know. I'll let him know, you know, because he's gonna most likely see me out working. He's gonna come to me and be like, hello, my friend. Oh, I see you doing your lawn. Yeah, I'm doing my lawn, man. Oh, you know, I like the lawn. I want to know if you gonna come to help me at my house. Nah, man, like, I don't know. Like, do they look at these things when they go in and find a house? Like, do they like Uh-oh. I want to know if there's other Nigerians there. Go call your mother. Andumi. Oh. I don't know. October 1st, 1960 became a national under God with liberty and healing justice. Okay, now, I'm not sure if that's the day where Nigerians celebrate, it's some sort of celebration. I'm not sure if it's September or October, but I remember when I first got down in North Carolina, man, they had a celebration, bro. Yo, music, they were playing their music loud. It was like a club outside, bro. It was like carnival. It was like Labor Day parade, but at everybody's house that's Nigerian. All day. You had cars parked up all over on other people's yards. I'm like, what the heck is going on? It's a wedding or something? I thought it was a Nigerian wedding. Neighbor across the street, they had their party going. Then you had another neighbor over there, they were going. Another Nigerian family over there was having their celebration. I was like, this party going on. I didn't know what was going on. So I recall asking the Nigerian neighbor, I was like, you know, like, what exactly is that celebration you guys was doing, like September, October? I don't know when it was. Like, what celebration are they? He's like, oh, let me tell you what that is. Oh. You know, it's funny, man. You ever hear like a Nigerian father get on his son's case when his son...
Yo, man, that is mad funny, man, because I have a bunch of Nigerian movies, bro. I've been watching them films since years, bro. Them Nollywood films that they make, I got a bunch of those movies, bro. And it be funny, man. Some of them are comedy, some of them are mystery, drama, and whatnot, but the only thing about Nigerian films is it's like it's long-winded. Not in a negative way. It's like when they be filming their films, it's like it be long-winded in the sense of, let's say you have a guy, he's coming out of the car. They'll film him in the car, opening the door. Then they'll have the camera angle of the other side of the door. Then you'll see a bottom view of the door. Then he'll go around the upper side of the car to open up the door for the other passenger. Then he'll come back around and open the door for the other side. And it's like, what the heck are you doing? It's too many clips. Like, am I the only one that noticed that? The movies be good. Don't get me wrong. The movies be really good. It's just that it be a little long-winded at points, you know? But, yeah. I know this late September, October, it's going to be a lot of noise out here, man. Because they be partying all the way into the night till about 10. About 10 p.m. They be blasting music loud. You know? And Halloween out here, I got to prepare for that. I don't celebrate Halloween. But out here in this community, bro, like, it's quiet. Ultra quiet. But on Halloween, I remember I told you guys what it was like Halloween out here. Bro, it was like Flatbush Avenue, bro. It was like Flatbush Avenue on Labor Day. Out here. There was so much people out here. I'm like, what the heck is the demons all outside? It was nothing but demons. You know? It's crazy. I don't know if you're behind on the stream at Wilshire. You said, yes, it will. I have a separate on my yard. I think you're probably way behind on the stream. You're at the section where we were talking about the irrigation system being separate from the main water of the house. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Okay. All right. Da, 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 da. Yeah, man. Halloween out here, bro. I'm gonna have to do something, man, because I don't want nobody stepping on my yard. They were stepping all over my yard on last Halloween, bro. I was pissed. I was pissed, bro. Because, you know, I got the corner house, so it's like people would park their car and just walk right over the yard, and I'm like... I was outside on guard, just standing there waiting, you know, telling people, hey, bro, get off the yard. Bro, I just got tired. Bro. I just went in the house, bro. You know? I just got tired, so... This Halloween, I'm going to build a temporary fencing because you can't put a fence there at the corner. You can't put no fence. You know, some people are like, put a fence. It's an HOA community, guys. Can't do that. You put a fence there, people will call the HOA. Hey, Gary. Yo, they got a black guy out there, over there on the street in the county, and he put up a fence. What fence did he put up, Jim Bob? He put up a fence over there on the corner, but I don't like it. Jimmy and Bubba, you go saddle up that truck right now. We heading on out there in that county. Okay. They'll come get you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up like a temporary, not really like a fence, but it's going to be like a fence. Being that it's Halloween, you know, on Halloween, people put up decorations. They put up lights and they do all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to use that as an opportunity to put up like a temporary type of fencing as of doing putting up decorations. Smart, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build like a temporary fencing. Not really like a fence. It's going to be done with LED lights. So I'm going to get like some stakes and hammer them into the ground and make it about 3 feet tall. Bore holes through it and put the LED strips going through it, going all the way around the entire yard. Right? Have it all set up, and I'm going to create like two lines of LED. So it's going to look like a fence, but it's going to be lit with light. And what I'll do is I'll have that on so that anybody that park their cars, anybody that come out, it's going to be blocked off. They're going to know you can't go over. Temporary. You know? I'm gonna ask one of the other guys out here, this other white guy, chit chat every now and then. That's so lit, right? So I need to get that just for that one evening, and to just keep people off the yard, keep them off the yard. Because remember, I'm gonna be setting up the yard with a lot of work. I don't want nobody ruining my yard, man. You know, because people get mad. You know, they see your yard shining, they get upset with you. You say you saw something behind me, that's cool. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So we're gonna get away. We gotta take care of some of this. Y'all be safe out there, man. Was at a corporate job. Is that man bald underneath that bandana? You know, when them guys be wearing those things, man, they be bald. You said he was stocking the shelves? Yo. Where he worked at, man? Like, yo, Amma, man, say it ain't so, bro. Amma over there, dusty, bro. I never thought, whatever happened? Remember he used to wear suits? Amma used to wear those suits. Whatever happened to all those suits? Man, he fell off big time, man. Umar gonna always be all right, man, because he a pimp. If Umar want money right now, there's gonna be a couple of women that's gonna send him some money. He knows that already. You know, pimps always make money, bro. That's Zandra, Forever Studios. You know what I mean? Gonna get up on out of here. Y'all stay safe. Rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram.